Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're diving into one of the most dynamic, most exciting financial markets anywhere on the globe, Indian FinTech. We're going to give you the playbook for how a specific kind of SEO isn't just an option, it's the key to winning.
So let's start with the big question. How do you possibly conquer a market that's not just growing but literally exploding? This isn't just about outmarketing your competition. This is about being part of a complete financial revolution.
So first, we really have to get our heads around the sheer scale of this opportunity. Think of it like a genuine gold rush. It's this incredibly vibrant environment that is fundamentally changing how an entire nation deals with its money. So what's fueling this gold rush? Well, it's pretty much a perfect storm. You've got this rapidly growing middle class that's hungry for modern financial tools. At the same time, you have this massive surge in internet and smartphone access. On top of that, the government is actively pushing for a cashless digital economy, which, you guessed it, is pulling in huge amounts of global investment. All these things are happening at once. But you know how it goes. With a massive opportunity comes a massive challenge. When everybody rushes to find gold, things get crowded. The real problem here isn't a lack of customers. It's the battle for their attention in an incredibly noisy digital world. And this is where our main tool for this fight comes in. SEO, search engine optimization. In this market, it's so much more than a buzzword. It's the core strategy for getting seen, for attracting the right kind of users, and for building a business that's actually going to last. But here's the most important thing to get. And if you take away one thing, it's this. Not all SEO is created equal. A generic, one-size-fits-all global strategy, it's going to fail. The winning play isn't one that's just translated for India. It has to be built for India, from the ground up, for its unique cultures, its languages, and its specific financial landscape. Okay, so what does that actually look like in practice? Let's walk through what we're calling a hyperlocal SEO blueprint. This is a guide designed specifically to create that real, authentic connection with the Indian audience. This blueprint really comes down to three fundamental pillars. First, deep keyword research. Second, true content localization. And third, something that's absolutely non-negotiable, mobile-first optimization. Let's break each of those down.
So what does deep keyword research even mean? Well, think about it like this. If you target a super broad term like investment apps, you're just throwing your money away. The real wins are in the details. You have to get specific. Instead of investment apps, you target micro-investment apps for Indian millennials. Or instead of loans, you target Aadhaar-based loans. That level of detail is how you find your audience.
Next up, localization. And let me be clear, this is so much more than just translation. It means creating content in regional languages, not just Hindi or English. It's about using examples and case studies that actually resonate with local culture. It's addressing the real, specific financial challenges that people in India face, not the ones you might assume from a global perspective. And Matt, third pillar, it's an absolute must. Mobile-first design. For millions and millions of people in India, a smartphone isn't just a way to get online, it is the only way they get online. So if your website, your app, your whole experience isn't perfect on a mobile device, you are basically invisible to a huge part of your potential market. All right, so once your own digital house is in order, the next step is to build your authority out in the digital world. This is all about how you prove to both users and to search engines like Google that you're a credible, trustworthy player in this space. So how do you build that authority? Well, it really comes from three places. First, you need backlinks. Those are links from other websites. Getting them from reputable Indian finance blogs and news sites tells Google that you're legit. Second, you have to be listed in local business directories. And third, you should be collaborating with local FinTech influencers. They've already built trust with the audience you're trying to reach. And you have to build this authority where your audience actually spends their time. In India, platforms like WhatsApp and Facebook are just dominant. So engaging with people there isn't just some social media task you hand off to an intern. No, it's a core part of your entire SEO strategy. It drives traffic, and it builds the brand recognition that makes people search for you directly. Finally, let's talk about the foundation that everything else sits on. Trust. In finance, trust is everything. And when you're online, that trust starts with having a technically perfect website. There are no shortcuts here. This means things like site speed aren't just nice-to-haves, they are absolutely essential, especially on mobile networks. Your Google My Business listing and other local info have to be perfect. And your site security has to be visibly ironclad with things like SSL certificates. Every single one of these details sends a powerful, unspoken message to the user. Your money and your data are safe with us. So when you put it all together, success in Indian FinTech isn't about who shouts the loudest. It's about who has the most resonant voice. It demands a strategy that is nuanced, that is responsive, and most importantly, that is genuinely local. And you have to remember, this isn't a set-it-and-forget-it kind of thing. In a market moving this fast, being agile and responding to change isn't just a good idea. It's absolutely vital if you want to survive and keep growing. And that really leaves us with one final critical question you have to ask yourself. Is your strategy truly built for India, or was it just translated for it? Because honestly, the answer to that question is going to determine whether you succeed or fail.